like a tidal wave.
Hey everybody, Paul Turner here with the discipleproject.net, and welcome to The Drop, where I examine the Christian music that dropped last week so you can use it in your youth ministry this week. And some of the music that I'll be featuring today is a little bit on the fringe side, and what I mean by that is this: is you won't necessarily see it in the iTunes category of Christian music. It may be in dance, it may be in metal, it may be somewhere else, and that's because more and more artists are trying to reach secular audiences, and they don't want to be pigeonholed into the category of Christian music. Neither good nor bad. They can do what they want to do. It makes them a little bit harder to find, but thankfully I was able to find these artists this week and bring them to you. So, kicking off first is a guy named Matt Papa, who has a new album out called Church Songs.
Steady anchor in the fury of the storm.
New little EP with about 5 or 6 songs on there. And if you're familiar with old school Christian music, it's as if Keith Green and Rich Mullins had a baby, and it is Matt Papa, because Matt Papa just brings the heat. Now, this is a worship album. Of the 5 songs there, they're all, you just let it play. If you just wanted to let it play in your and have worship music going on as far as in the background or for altar time or any of those things, the music will be certainly suitable for that. But the deeper songs you might be able to use there are like, for Bible study purposes, like God Moves in Mysterious Ways. You know, why not do a series of Why Did God ... Why not do a series like that, and why not use this song as maybe an impetus to get into those kind of discussions of, you know, why does God move so mysteriously in my life? Why can't he just come out and tell me things like he's supposed to, or like I want him to? Also, I have created an album. I go into the arts category here of some songs on the albums, and I encourage you to use it in artistic ways. So what I have done is I have put together a little song here, which is, to me, one of the best songs on the album, Christ the Shore and Steady Anchor. It is just a great worship song. It really touches my heart. And so what I did was I went on, and you can probably see the video in here somewhere where I'm letting it roll here. It's a separate video here on the channel that you can check out for yourself and use it for your own worship time. I have left the music to it and everything else. But what I did is all I did was look up on YouTube and found real live footage of waves and boats and waves and trying to guide through the waves. And obviously using this song as a part of that kind of gives it that feel that as you're watching it, you know, that you're going through life's storm. So I created something like that, something you can create too. I just found the footage, and then in my iMovie wound up just putting the lyrics on top of it. I even left some of the sounds in. I didn't take away all the sound in the boat, so you can kind of hear the waves crashing a little bit in the background, and the windshield wipers moving and things like that. And so you may be able to use that if you're not, if you don't have a worship band or something like that. You may be able to use this as just a part of your worship time and put it on there and let kids sing. I've kind of built it that way. There's no lead in or anything like that. It can just start, and you can be off to the races with that. So, but let me encourage you that Matt Papa is a great worship leader, has some phenomenal songs on there, and I think you'll really be able to use it with your youth ministry. The next guy up is Matthew Parker.
Now the storm's coming, can they not see? You are coming with rage and fury, like a tidal wave breaking down.
And he is in the dance category. He reminds me a lot of Jonathan Thulin, if you've ever heard of him and his album Science Fiction. But in the dance category, Matthew Parker really is, this is a great album. This is a solid dance pop kind of album. And if you want to play some stuff in your youth, I totally recommend Adventure, Unstoppable, System Victim, all great songs here to play. Also, in the Bible study category, you could use songs like Adventure and really use that as a theme. Hey, listen, you know, we're going to do this adventure thing. We're going to use this song as a guide, or at least even the title and some of the things that he includes in the lyrics really challenges us to look at the Christian life as more of an adventure rather than just a plotting out of obedience every day and boringness and keeping the law and all that kind of good stuff. But also he's got a great little song on there called I Ain't Got No Money. Now look, this is a great song maybe for college students or high school students, especially middle school students, because they don't have any money, right? And so you can talk about things you can do without money. Make a list of things you can just do without money, time that you spend, and everything's focused on money. That you gotta have money to do something. You can't just hang out with your friends anymore. You gotta have money to do things with it. But you know what? You can be able to use this song to get into talk about the value of time versus money. Money you can make more of, time you can't make more of, and it becomes a great discussion in that category. So if you're looking to check out a new album, I would recommend Matt Parker's Adventure, but I'd also recommend some of his older albums. His older albums are equally as good, and I think you could just let them also play as kids are coming into the youth room, or as far as the end of the night goes. Third on the list today is, once again, you know how much I love the metal. I am a metal guy. I know I don't look like it, but I do love the metal. And this band I've been following for quite some time, and that is Theocracy and their new album, Ghost Ship. Now, the whole concept of Theocracy and Ghost Ship, they'll say, Paul, why would I recommend something like this? You know that the majority of my kids, don't listen to this stuff. I'm not going to play this in the youth hall. Well, let me tell you what. This album, if nothing else, is for that one kid, and we all have the one kid or the two kids who are not going to listen to popular music. They're not going to listen to Matthew Parker. They're not going to listen to Matt Papa, but they're going to listen to Theocracy because they love screaming guitars and they like it loud. The best thing about Theocracy is lyrics are totally understandable. Epic, what I would call just these epic riffs and epic stories and songs. You got 6, 7-minute songs, 9-minute songs. And all of their albums are like that. They really go at it. They just don't cheat you. They just bring it forth, and it's really cool. And I want to put a link, by the way, if you ever get the show notes. If you're not signed up for the show notes, by the way, you can sign up at thediscipleproject.net. Sign up for the Fresh Impact newsletter, and I send out the show notes with links and other things. But there is a link, and I'll probably put this link down below, where lead vocalist Matt talks about the album, about the Ghost Ship, and why it's called that. That's why I recommend an album like this, because we all have kids who don't fit that mold, who might be able to get into a song like this, like Ghost Ship, and connect with it. So, like I said, if you can't play it in a youth hall, maybe you can play it a little bit on your youth trips, things like that. I also recommend, there's a couple of great songs on there. I mean, the whole album's really good. But as far as Bible study goes, I totally recommend Around the World and Back, which really talks about grace. It could talk about the prodigal son's journey. And things like that would be a great focus on that. Also, there's like a 9-minute jam on there called Easter. And I don't know about you, but I love rock operas. I love the big and grandiose guitars. I love all of that stuff. It's just that vibe and that feeling that I get, that I'm entering into another place in another world. And there's a song on there called Easter. And that, listen, I don't know if you would even try to make a drama out of that or anything like that, but it certainly feels like you could do something with that if you were daring enough with your youth group. Maybe you're in have a youth group of nothing but metalheads, which would be completely awesome, I think. But I would recommend that song. Easter is a great song. You want to keep it in your back pocket maybe for around the Easter time to maybe, feed that out to maybe some of your fringy kids who really enjoy that kind of thing and enjoy metal and want to hear the gospel through that. Finally, NF, if you are interested in, and I wouldn't call him a fringe guy necessarily, you're probably not going to find him maybe as much on the Christian portion of iTunes, because he's getting a lot of buzz from other YouTubers and other people who are reacting to his video. He just put out a new one I think last week. He put out a new one called Warm Up, and it was trending there in the YouTube lineup there. So that tells me that he is just catching fire, and it's an artist you want to be aware of. We'll see kind of where his journey goes. But I have a link to that down below as well, so if you want to go check out his video Warm Up, and it becomes just a great kind of intro video. It's not super long, so you can kind of let that play on the video as you go along in your youth group just before you get started with the meeting. So, but that is it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the show today. Are there artists that I need to be aware of on the fringe? Let me know down in the comments below. Do you like Matt Papa? Have you heard of Matthew Parker? Are you familiar with Theocracy? Let me know. What are you into these days? I would love to hear what you're talking about and how you're using music and media with your ministry. Leave me a comment down below. If you are brand spanking new, thanks for hanging out with me a little while today. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you want videos like this in your inbox, please hit the subscribe button right here, and that'll get videos like there into your inbox. If you are a regular, oh my goodness, thank you guys for being a part of this channel. I sure do appreciate it. The subscription numbers continue to go up, and I think we're heading to great places. So let's see what we can do with that. If you'll hit the like like button. That lets me know you like the video, and that will get videos like this made more often that you like. And also it will get found in YouTube. Maybe looking for a video just like this. And your thumbs up may provide the help they need to find it. So, but that's it for today, guys. I appreciate you guys being a part of the channel here today. And I will see you guys next time on The Drop. See you later.